Hi guys, and welcome to the Top Form Podcast with me, Lewis Quinn. No guest today, so you have the absolute pleasure of listening to me 15 to 20 minutes rant about something that at the moment feeling quite strongly about, and that's the subject of effort. And I find that a lot more people are forgetting that where you want to be or the goal that you want to achieve requires effort on your part and nobody else's. A goal is something that you need to be striving towards. It's somewhere where you're not currently, but it's like the next step, or it's something you want to achieve. It's an aim. Somewhere where you're not currently at. Now, if you don't do anything different, don't go out that comfort zone, don't do anything a little bit more, put in a bit more effort, you're not just going to coast to point B. You're not just going to coast to being better. It doesn't happen like that, unfortunately. It requires freaking effort. And too many people ignore that point, and it's probably the only requirement that you need to bring to the table. When you set yourself these goals, you really need to be looking in the mirror and saying, is this really what I want? As a personal trainer, you see it all the time. You can give someone the best nutrition plan, the best training program for them, everything is perfect, but if they don't bring their effort to the table, we're at a loss. Nothing can be achieved if the person you're working with doesn't put in the effort. It's not going to be. I know it's not easy. When you trying to get from point A to point B, and it requires effort. Effort is not easy. And as humans, we kind of subconsciously don't want to be uncomfortable. We don't want to have to do more than we need. But that's where we have to push ourselves. That's where our self-drive comes in. And when it comes to self-drive, it's tough. I know, doing something on your own is tough. That's why sometimes we hire a professional. It might be a therapist, a life coach, whatever you want to call them, a personal trainer or a business mentor, whatever it is. Sometimes you hire in a professional, which is absolutely cool and absolutely fine, to help you along the way. And they're there to guide you. They're there to keep you going, keep motivating you, to keep putting that effort in. But you do require the effort. It's like setting the sat nav up in your car but not putting the key in the ignition to actually get going. It's something that you require. It's 100% of what you require. If you don't have any effort, then you're not going to get anywhere. And sit down with yourself. Really think about this goal that you've got. Weight loss. Let's say that weight loss, a very general term. Weight loss. I want to be healthy. I want to lose weight. Sit down with yourself and think, is this really what I want? Because it is going to require time. It is going to require effort. And it is going to require all this intrinsic motivation. And maybe, if it really comes down to it, you're like, well, no, I really don't want that, because I don't want to do that. I don't want to be a better role model to my kids. I don't want to be healthier. And that's cool. Just don't lie to yourself and lie to everyone around you. And then blame some other reason why you didn't quite achieve your goal. Be it blame your personal trainer, or blame the fact that supermarkets don't do healthier food at a better rate. Or your kids got in the way too much and you couldn't really commit to it because you're a parent. It's ridiculous, right? At the end of the day, effort is 100% required, and 100% of the effort is required as well. Any client who walks in my doors who's 100% committed to the cause, 100%, truly 100% committed to bettering themselves, whether it's to weight loss or muscle gain, whatever it is, if they're 100% committed, I can guarantee that they'll achieve that and more with training. You know, as people, I think it's a little bit of society. I think it's got to a point where we've started relying on too many other factors, too many other people to get from point A to point B. When at the end of the day, you only need yourself and that self-drive to get you to get you there. So next time, or even like the goals you've got now, really think to yourself, is it something that you want? Do I really want to lose weight? Do I really want to get to this point in business? Do I really want to try and switch my life around? Do I really want to quit smoking? Do I really want to start drinking less? Really think about it, because if you're not committed now to put the effort in, then you may as well write it off and stop lying to the people around you and lying to yourself, because I can't make someone give me more effort. I can't. Maybe other personal trainers can. I can't. I can try it. I can motivate people. I can give them that positive reinforcement to want to turn up, to praise them for giving as much effort as possible. But I can't generate the effort for you. And You've got to really dig deep and get that effort. If you want to get from point A to point B, you've got to be prepared to put a graft in, to be uncomfortable, to go through some difficult times to better yourself. And it's these serial goal makers, these bloody people who it's a different goal every week. Right, this week I am gonna lose weight. I am gonna eat healthier. I am gonna go to the gym more. I am. But they just don't have the effort there to actually be about what they're talking about. Right, they're more than happy to talk about it. They're more than happy to plan it. But when it comes to the nitty gritty, they just don't turn up. They just fall short of the mark. So that is where you need to dig deep. Anyone can write a plan. Anyone can spend all the time in the world creating the roadmap to their success, the roadmap to achieving their goal. But if you're not actually going to get in, put the key in the ignition, actually start going forward, taking action and putting in effort that's going to make you uncomfortable, that's going to be difficult, that's going to improve you as a person, then there's no point even planning. Don't be soft on yourself and don't think you can just get from point A to point B without changing something, without putting in more effort than what you're currently doing. Okay? Because if you didn't have to do that, you'd already be there. If it didn't require any more effort, you'd already be there. And it's not the case, unfortunately. So when them difficult times kick in, which it will, all right? There is always going to be difficulty. There's always going to be that uncomfortable period. There's always going to be that not nice because it's not your comfort zone time. When that kicks in, which it will, just remind yourself why you started. Remind yourself, yes, this is worth getting up at 5 a.m. Yes, this is worth running a couple of miles a week. Yes, it is worth not having that cigarette today because I want to be at point B, which is healthier. I want to be a better role model to my kids. I want to be able to live longer. I want to have the best possible healthier lifestyle for me to better myself. Remind yourself why you started, right? And don't try and hire a professional in whatever field it might be because you want to try and share the blame because you already subconsciously know you don't want to do it and you can't do it. If you subconsciously know I struggle to commit to training and you're only getting a personal trainer because you want them to do 100% of the work of trying to get you to enjoy training, get you to lose weight, it's impossible. There's no point hiring a professional for that because it requires effort on your part and it requires most effort on your part. As a professional, from a personal training background, we're there to motivate you. We're there to give you that positive reinforcement to keep giving your all week in, week out, even though sometimes it's tough. One thing what is fine, which is absolutely fine, is reducing that external friction. Trying to reduce external friction might be something like you snack too much at home. So to reduce that external friction, you're going to stop buying snacks. Okay, you're gonna put the snacks somewhere where you won't be tempted to go and they're going to be out of eyesight. That's reducing external friction and that's fine. All right, that's something that you need to do to help you. You're making your life slightly easier. Okay, and that's good because it requires effort to do that. It requires a drive. So just to cap this off, think about the goals. Think about why you started. Really weigh up, is it something that you want and is it worth the effort? Okay? Is better in your lifestyle, is achieving that business goal, is being a better role model to your kids, is it really worth the effort? All right, and if it is, then you got to bring 100% of that effort to the table. And you can get all this help from all these outside professionals and make sure you've got the best possible chance. You're getting the most effective training. You're eating the right things because you just lack the knowledge in what you should be eating. That's absolutely fine. But they're not going to put the effort in for you. That requires your self-discipline. That requires you to want to really achieve what you said you was going to achieve. And it's easy to do it for the first week. It's easy to put max effort in on that first day or that first couple of days or that first week or whatever it is. It's super easy to do that because it's the first time you got to do it. It's like you've got the most energy at the beginning of a race. And it's all well and good having a super strong start. It's all well and good hitting the gym 5 times a week because you've gone from nothing. You're going to hit it 5 times a week. Perfect. But this is a marathon and not a sprint. And embrace the difficult times because there are going to be difficult times, but you're going to come out a lot stronger once you get on the other side of them. So thank you so much for listening to the Top Form Podcast. And I will speak to you next week